Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm David.
I'm Ross.
And today we're bringing another of our Underworlds Nightvault battle reports. I'm going to enter the Nightvault with Stormsire's Cursebreakers.
And I'm going to use Garrek's Reavers. So this will be a
kind of a swap around, because I
yeah.
usually use Garrek's Reavers. You've used Stormsire's more than me. We're seeing how I like magic, maybe?
Yeah, and we'll see how much I like blood.
Okay.
Fair enough.
With that, here's the Warbands, guys. So guys, entering the Nightvault today, we have the Stormsire's Cursebreakers. We're going to have from left to right, we have Amiss Dawnguard. Then we have the mighty Rastus the Charmed. And leading them is Avaron Stormsire himself.
And opposing them will be Garrek's Reavers. So who's in there? We have Garrek Gorebeard up front. Then have the blooded Saek. We have Crassus the Chained, Targor, and finally Arnulf.
With that, let the Warbands commence. So you've seen the teams, it's now time to look and start choosing game boards. So roll off time.
I'll go first then for stuff. We have one crit.
Okay. I get one crit, but I do get 2 full supports. So you will get to place or choose the first game board and your side. I'll choose my game board and side and I'll place them down.
Here is the board setup. We have, this is the one I started with because I didn't want any blocking. David did want plenty of blocking. And by reducing my sort of entrance zone into his deployment, he's making my charges, which I want plenty of them, a bit more difficult. Crafty David. But with that, I do get to play the first objective.
Doing shuffle already?
Hands down do that.
Alright, I'm going to put one. Put one there.
Okay, okay. I'm going to put another one here. Sorry, I took 2 there.
Oh, you cheating. I'll put one there.
Yeah, okay,
I think you know
David.
my plan. I'm just going to sit back.
I am so sure that is your plan. I'm going to put the last one there. Reveal them?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, we have number 4, number 3, number 1, number 2, and number 5.
So just in the order, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Here we have my sort of hand I'm beginning with. So we have escalation, score this in the end phase if 3 or more upgrade cards were played in the preceding action phase. Really kind of difficult. So for this one, it can be really good, but really difficult. Not really one you want to draw on the first turn, because not many upgrades get done in the first turn. Blood for the Blood God, score some usually if 3 or more of your fighters made charge actions in this phase. Don't think it's going to happen because David's going to really try and deploy back. But I do have Supremacy, I think David's going to deploy back. So I just need to get guys onto these 3 objectives, and that could be 3 glory straight off the bat. So for that one reason I'm going to keep them, otherwise I would probably discard it. My power cards are pretty good. Corn Calls, roll an extra dice for the first attack action in the next activation. Really good, more dice. In Sensei, the first friendly fighter who suffers any amount of damage, the next activation only suffers 1 damage. Yep, pretty good. Resilience. Upgrade for Saek. Both swords and hammers are successes when this fighter charges. Oh boy, that is good. Basically Saek can be, quite deadly, so more successes is great. Cruel Taunt. I basically can roll a dice, and if I get it, I can uninspire one of David's. He can never be inspired again. Excellent. And Dual Strike. Choose one fighter supporting the first attack activation. The next activation is considered to be 2 support fighters. All good power cards. I'm happy with that. I really need to get in combat for that to work. With that, I'll keep them. Let's have a look at David's.
So this is the hand for the Stormsires. I've got Ready for Action, Gather the Storm, Earthwing Stance, Cry of Thunder, and Healing Potion. Very happy with that. Objectives, I've got Harness the Storm, Magical Supremacy, and Fight as 1. Again, pretty solid. Probably not going to claim too much glory early on. If you want to get the descriptions of these cards, please check the Underworlds Warhammer website. So you've seen our hands, you've seen the board, it's time to roll off and start placing fighters. I'll go first. I just rolled a ton of supports.
Yep, so 1 crit will get me this.
You got it.
That'll go, and I would have won by half supports as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to let, for no matter what, you're going to go first. So I'll get a crit to go first. So I'm going to let you deploy the first guy first.
Okay.
And we'll see how we end up.
So you've seen the board, you've seen the hands, we've now placed the fighters. I finished first, kind of obviously. So up here we've got Amos Dawnguard. Then we have down in the front we've got Rastus the Charmed, and then leading it is Avalon Stormsire.
And for myself, I have Garrek Gorebeard leading up on that side. We then have the blooded Sayak over here. We then have Crassus the Chained. We have Targor, and up the back we have Arnold.
Okay. So with that, it's time to roll and see who goes first. So I automatically get a crit for finishing first.
Nice.
What else do I get? I get 2 crits and a half support, technically.
Roll me 3 crits. Or none.
Or none. Let me think about this. So I'm going to elect for Ross. You can activate first.
Yep.
Seems a logical choice. Fire away, bud.
Gonna go with my first activation. It's gonna be pretty simple because I'm not in range of any fun yet. Targor is gonna move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Any ploys you're going to do?
Absolutely none for me. I've got to be a bit closer to you.
I'll consider. So actually no ploys, I'm not going to do anything. So we're just going to go straight onto my first activation.
Go for it.
We're actually going to go to Amos Dawnguard, and we're going to try and use Empower spell. Really reason for this is to try and get inspired, really.
Yep.
So I'm looking for crits or lightning bolts, and I get to, I think it's reroll an attack dice, something like that. So anyway, here we go. We get it. So spell goes off, and Amos Dawnguard is inspired. The ability, guys, is if the spell is cast, you can reroll 1 attack dice each time this fighter makes an attack action until the end of the phase. So I did cast the spell there, so I'll immediately achieve Harness the Storm for 1 glory, successfully cast the spell, and as I mentioned, Dawnguard is now inspired. No power from me there.
No power from me either, David.
Straight into your second activation, Ross, please.
Yep, so you've got to come at me, David, but until then, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I'll move to there. Just another move token. No power cards for me.
None from me either. So there's no power cards there. Into my second activation, and I am going to try and empower Rastus the Charmed. So again, we're looking for lightning or crits. Yep, so Rastus is empowered. He gets the reroll for attacks this phase, but it's more importantly, Rastus is now inspired. No power from me.
None from me either.
Straight into your third activation, Ross.
Third activation is going to be another move.
I'm sorry guys, this is so boring, but I'm not going to charge into death.
1, 2, I'm done.
Okay, any power, Ross?
Nope.
None from me. I'm just going to do a move action with the Avalon Stormsire, because we're not doing any power cards.
Yeah.
Where's he gonna go? Actually, how many wins has Targor got?
Targor has 2.
He's gonna go here. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting, interesting. I kind of want you to come. So I'm going to put... Avalon's going to just move to there. Okay, guys? Yeah. I'll let you go for a charge, buddy. No power cards there, guys, from either of us.
Yeah, so my last activation is going to be a simple move.
Oh, you're not going to take the bait?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Any power cards?
Absolutely not.
Perfect. So my last activation, I'm going to declare a charge with Dawnguard. 1, 2, 3. Because he hasn't actually moved or charged, he just did a spell earlier on. Yep. So I'm going to charge Amos Dawnguard into Blooded Sayak.
Blooded Sayak, yep.
So I'm inspired. So with my, what was it called? With my linked weapons, I'll be looking for 3 dice. I get knockback 1, and I'm looking for hammers and crits. But bear in mind, I am empowered right now. Yeah. So I believe I get to reroll 1 attack dice. Yeah, I get to reroll 1 attack dice. Here we go. That's definitely not cocked, so not looking good so far. Here goes the reroll. We get absolutely nothing. Into the power step after that abysmal performance there. I'm not going to play a power card at the moment.
I'm going to pass as well.
Okay. So into the glory stage. Ross, you do have
Supremacy, give me 3 glory.
great start for you. I do have mastery, magical supremacy. I did cast 2 or more successful this battle round, so I will get another piece of glory. Doing the power card steps here, get my hand sorted. I'm not going to change the power cards at all. I'm quite happy actually with that. And with regards to the cards, I scored 2 there, so I've drawn 2 more. We had fight is 1, we've now got measured strike. Basically need to kill a dude, and devastating blow, fight is 1, so I can't get too much glory, but I need to be aggressive now.
And this is my current hand. Now I'm actually really happy with the power cards. I think they all could be super useful next turn. But in terms of these, Blood for the Blood God I think is excellent, but we're going to abandon escalation. I don't have too many upgrades, loads of ploys, but no upgrades. So let's abandon that and then redraw two new sort of cards to try and achieve. I'll just show you my new glory cards. So I've kept Blood for the Blood Gods because it's quite good, loads of charges. Let the blood flow, score this immediately if 3 or more of your fighters made successful attack action in this phase. Quite possible, yep, so it's all going to be these 2 going together. And Master of War, scores in the end phase if you scored an objective, play deploy and played an upgrade card this round. Difficult because I've only got 1 upgrade and it's relying on the Blooded Sayic. So I need him to survive and then do some stuff there. So that might be tricky, but if I do manage to upgrade him, I've got plenty of ploys, and then try and score 1 of these, it's going to be a good glory round.
So you've seen our new hands, it's time to roll and see who's going to get to choose round 2. Do you want to go first, Ross?
Absolutely, show me the crits. That is none, but 2 half support and a full support's not bad. As long as you do not roll a crit, I'm pretty confident. Oh, I think I'll win that because 2 half supports beat 1 half support.
Yeah, we'll double check, but I think you do. So yeah, we had a bit of a misstep there. I don't know how we forgot that, but yeah, half supports, then full support. So Ross, you get to choose, and I think you chose already.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to go first.
So, ready to do your first activation?
Yeah, let me just quickly check things. Gonna start my phase, gonna charge straight in with Garrek Gorebeard 1-2. Gonna basically try and do some damage onto...
Dawnguard Inspired.
Dawnguard Inspired. So I'm gonna get 2 dice in this one. Gonna need hammers, crits, or half supports, because I've got a Sayic nearby. Half supports will do it.
Okay, yep, so I need a single crit.
Single crit will ruin all my plans.
No, that is actually a success, because I do get dodges and crits, but not a success enough to keep me going. So I take 2 damage, 1 damage, 3?
2 damage.
2 damage.
So for my first ploy, because there's going to be so many, Insensate, the first friendly fighter who suffers any amount of damage in the next activation only suffers 1 damage.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You done with your ploy?
Well, I do 1, then you do 1.
Yeah, no. Oh, so it's done, nothing else there?
Yep.
I'm going to use Healing Potion.
Okay.
So I need a shield or a crit, and I can recover up to 2 wounds.
Okay.
Here we go. So that's flat.
Can put a dice on that, that will...
Yeah, so it's flat. So nothing there. Ross, your next one?
My next one is going to be Cruel Taunt. So choose an enemy fighter and roll an attack dice. On a hammer or a crit, they are no longer inspired and cannot be again. So I'm going to choose...
Dawnguard?
Dawnguard, try and stop him. Hammer or crit. Crit.
That's a crit.
So he's no longer inspired.
Loving it. I'm going to use a ploy, and I'm going to use... In fact, I'm not going to use a ploy. I am actually. I'm going to use Gather the Storm.
Okay.
It's an innate, so in the next spell, your warlord attempts to cast. So that's my warband attempts to cast, sorry. Basically, I get a guaranteed lightning bolt already.
Right,
and this effect persists until obviously I've done it. So all ploys are sort of done there. After that whole melee, Dawnguard is down to 2 damage and no longer inspired. We're now actually just going to go straight on to my first activation.
Okay.
And I'm going to declare a charge. I'm actually going to declare a charge with Avalon Stormsire. Just going to go to there. Stormsire is going to move on up, and we're going to get ready with his attack. So I'm going to attack with the Incanter Staff. It's range 2 into Targor.
Okay.
So basically we're trying to get rid of the Insensate.
Yeah, good plan.
So here we go. Well, that's a crit.
That's a crit. Now I can defend. Is it on Targor?
Targor, yes. It's one dodge you need, or a crit, but you need a crit now.
I need a crit to survive.
Well, you survived, so
Yep.
nothing. So that was quite bad, but we're going to use my first power card, a Gambit spell, Cry of Thunder. Basically all enemies that are adjacent to him take 1 damage. If I get off, I need 2 lightning bolts or crits. This technically stacks with Gather of the Storm. An innate spell, it's persistent. It means I've already got 1 degree of success. So
Okay.
really I need 1 lightning or 1 more crit.
Okay. I can't stop it anyway. Oh, you nailed it.
We get it with a crit and a lightning, so that would also get remove Insensate.
Yeah.
So that will go away because the damage has been suffered. It only causes 1 damage anyway. So that means Blooded Siak
Yep.
takes 1 damage.
I think is it if the spell's cast using an enemy fighter, that fighter and any adjacent to the fighter suffer 1 damage.
So that will also be Targor.
And also yours.
Let me think about it. So yeah, we went with the Blooded Siak, and actually Gorebeard also took a wound there. Thanks for spotting that, Ross.
Yep.
Dawnguard does go down another wound, so 1 damage remaining, but Blooded Siak is going to be swinging soon. Ross, it's your turn now.
Yep. So I'm going to do Corn Calls. Roll 1 extra dice for your first attack in the next activation. So an extra dice for whoever attacks.
And I'm going to be doing Earthwing Stance. Friendly fighters have +1 defense for the next attack action in the next activation.
Okay, and then I'm going to play another one. It's going to be Dual Strike. 1 fighter supporting the first action in the next activation is considered to be 2 supporting fighters.
Yeah. So a lot's happening there, guys.
Are you going to pass?
I've got nothing else to play.
I'll consider.
So we're all out of power cards. Ross, we're not out of power cards, but also chose not to play anymore. So straight into Ross's second activation.
Second activation is going to be simple. Blooded Siak's going to make an attack, and I'm going to do it on to Dawnguard. So Corn Calls, roll 1 extra dice for your first activation, and then Dual Strike. 1 fighter supporting the first attack action, and this one is considered 2 supporting characters. So I'm going to get 3 dice, needing crits, hammers, and full support. So don't roll swords.
I need you to whiff this.
Hammers, yep, it's plenty of success, but 1 crit will stop me.
Now, because I've got Earthwing Stance, I get to roll 2 dice here for my defense.
Yep.
So yeah, I need a single crit. This is big.
Yep.
Nope. That is a success, but it's not enough, so that will kill Dawnguard. So that was a great success and a kill there for Ross. I think that may have sealed you the game, but we're going to play it out. I'm kind of stuck for options, so I'm actually going to go straight to just using my second activation to draw a power card. I think, did I do this face up or face down?
Face down.
Right, okay, let's see what it is in a sec. So I've just drawn Tempest Might, damage and spell actions. Great.
Next up, going to be aggressive, so a charge move from me, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We should mention there's no power cards there, guys.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, there was no power cards.
So Ross's third activation, you're charging.
Yep, charging
Karsus.
with Karsus. Yep.
Yep.
And I'm going to go with his Brutal Chop. Just give me 3 dice onto...
Stormsire inspired. He's a dead guy this turn.
He might not, he's got good defense, but this is going to be difficult for him. So Karsus gets 3 dice, needing swords, crits, and half supports. So sword and half support, no crits.
Okay, so I get 2 defense dice looking for shields and crits. 2 shields.
2 shields will stop me.
My next activation, I'm just going to draw another power card. Let's see what it is. So in case Ross hears me, because we try and keep these cards a secret, look what I just drawn. This could be a game changer, guys. Let's see how we get. So no power cards from me there.
Okay, you're passing, so I am going to spend one of my unspent tokens to play Berserk Rage. I'm going to play that on Siak. That means that both swords and hammers count as successes. So that could be very, very deadly for him.
Nothing else to play here, I think.
So for my last activation this round, Bloody Siak is going to make a charge. Just move 1. That'll give him a charge token. Last time he attacked. And just going to go straight into
The Stormsire inspired.
So I get 2 dice. Because of Berserk charge, I need both swords, hammers to succeed, and crits and half supports.
Oh, we get it.
Yeah, so anything but full supports.
Oh look,
A crit and a hammer. That's awesome. Quite happy with that.
So 2 chances. I need
at least 1 crit.
I know. Don't get enough, so it causes 3 damage. It's a reaction time.
Uh-oh.
So we've done the reaction rebound. If I roll a dodge or a crit, basically the damage is deflected back at the blooded Siak and it would kill him.
Not fun.
This is so nervous. Okay. Dice, you can decide.
So,
Oh!
that will kill the blooded Siak. After all that activation, David, that one hurt me more than you can know. I do score Blood for the Blood Gods immediately. Scores immediately if 3 or more of your fighters made a charge action this phase. So yeah, I did make 2. Blooded Siak did make a 3rd, but then he walloped himself, or at least Stormsire killed him.
Rebounded it on his head.
Yeah, but that was still a successful charge, so I will gain 1 glory.
So we're done with all our power cards, etc. Last activation is actually just going to move Rastus Inspired. 1, 2, 3. Rastus is just moved up to there. I'm actually not going to play any power cards.
I've not got any left.
Okay, so into the end phase.
So we're in the end phase now. We're going to look at what we scored. Only I will score. Master of War. Scoreless in the end phase if you scored an objective, which I did. That was my charging. Play deploy, I played like 4. And then played an upgrade, which I did with Siak. They died. That still will score me that. Give me an extra glory point.
So drawing my new hand, going straight for objectives. I'm discarding Fight as 1 and Devastating Blow. Don't think I'm going to get them. Drew some new cards. They're okay. Purify the Earth. Blessed Banishment and Measured Strike. Not ideal, and I don't think it's probably going to give me enough glory to win the game, but we'll see how the round goes. And again, check the Underworlds website for descriptions of these cards. That's Purify Earth, Blessed Banishment, Measured Strike. Power cards were a lot more better for me, so we've got Tempest Might, +1 damage, Ready for Action, Lightning Whip, Storm Strike, and Lightning Assault. Heavily offensive, and I think that's really all I can do at this stage, but let's crack on.
After quite a successful turn for me, that is the only card I've got left, and if Siak can't kill himself, I would have scored that last time as well. Give me an extra 2. That would have been a brilliant turn if I'd scored all my sort of glory cards and all my power cards, but alas, that one last power card David drew stopped me. Well played, David. I'm going to bin that because I've only got 4 guys left and I'd have to be quite aggressive, and I think I'm going to play smarter. I'm running away in glory at the moment, so I'm going to get rid of that and basically get a whole new hand. Finished up my brand new hand, and oh boy, yeah, I'm going to have to be aggressive. Conqueror's Knot, scoreless in the end phase if 5 or more fighters are out of action. Only 2 at the moment, so I'm going to have to be super aggressive, and even if David kills me, I don't really care. Kill me, whatever, I'll inspire and I'll get points. So kill me, David. He's not here, so he doesn't know that. War of the Skulls, score this in the end phase if your warband took out an enemy leader of the action in the preceding action phase. Sure, let's try and take him out. If I do, I don't, I'm not bored. If he kills me, even better. Conquest, score this in the 3rd end phase if all your surviving fighters in your opponent's territory. So I'm just going to book it across the field and just try and get across to David's. Should be no problem except for 1, but I move so quickly that is extremely possible. In my power card, I've got Daylight Robbery, so I'm going to try and steal 1 of David's. He's going to hate that. Total Offense allows me 2 additional attack dice when the fighter takes attack action, though not when the fighter makes a charge. It's really good, does really well. Duel of Wits, reaction place when an opponent plays a ploy, draw 2 power cards. Oh boy. Yep, give me more cards. When Grizzly Trophy, this is on Garrek. When this fighter takes an enemy fighter out of action, gain an additional glory. That can be amazing. And great strength, +1 damage to all attack actions with a range of 1 or 2. So those 2 could be really good. That one's really good. I mean, my hand's amazing. What can I say?
So you've seen our new hands. It's time for the final round. Let's roll off to see who goes first. Josh, you want to do the honours?
Yeah, I'll go first.
I think you might.
You might, with 1 crit and 1 full, so if you get a crit and a half.
I got crit, but I got 2 full.
Oh, so you'll get to choose.
I'm definitely going first.
Okie dokie.
So So my first activation is going to be with Stormsire Inspired, and he's just going to use Fulmination. It's range 3 now, into Targor, who's got damage
2. So you'd kill him if you get this.
That's my aim.
Yep.
I'm not going for your big guys. Oh, how much is Karsus? Well, Karsus actually.
Karsus is
3. So no, we'll go into Targor.
Yep.
So we're looking for crits or swirly symbols.
So this is with your spell.
Yep. And it's damage 2. So swirly symbols or crits. I get to roll 2 dice.
Yep.
We get it. It's just needing 1. It's dash, so it's just 1.
Yep.
So you take 2 damage and Targor's dead.
Yep.
So with Targor being slain, he had 2 wounds and that was a damage 2 spell. I will get Measured Strike, basically kill a fighter with the exact amount of damage to take out of action. So I get a piece of glory there in addition to the glory for killing Targor. So into the ploys, and I'm going to start by paying 1 of my glory for Tempest Might. It's an upgrade for +1 damage to all spell actions, attack actions. That's going to go on Stormsire, Inspired. I'm immediately going to play a reaction card.
Okay.
Ready for action. And I'm going to immediately choose, because I put the upgrade on Stormsire, to do an attack action. And that attack action is going to be casting another spell. So let's get that ready. So for that ready for action, Stormsire Inspired is going to use his Fulmination attack action onto Garrek.
Garrek, yep.
So it's now 3 damage.
Just to say, all my guys are now inspired.
Yes, we should have said.
But that won't save me here.
Yeah.
I am damaged.
So if I get this through, it's he's dead.
Yep. Yep.
So looking for swirlies or a critical. If I get one of them, it's 3 damage because of the Tempest Might. We got it.
Yeah.
And you can't defend against it. I don't think there's anything to stop it, but I think Garrick's dead.
I think so as well. After that devastating turn in David's first activation, he has taken out 2 of my guys and he's powered himself up and he can just keep at it. That's going to be super deadly. Oh boy. And with my cards, that's quite frankly devastating. So I'm going to react to David's ploy, his ploy doing that, with a reactive ploy of my own. Play this when your opponent plays a ploy and I get to draw 2 power cards, so I'll simply draw another 2, which will be Headlong Charge and the Fractured Key. Now unfortunately for me, the Fractured Key is now just way too far away. Maybe try and get to it, it's going to be hard. Headlong Charge, when this fighter makes charge action, increase the move characteristics by 1 until the end of the activation. So that might help me. I've got plans. Whether I can achieve them or not, with that deadly casting, oh man, it's going to be hard. So on to me to play a power card now in this power step, and I'm going to play Daylight Robbery. Roll an attack dice, if you get a hammer or crit, I'm going to take 1 of your glory.
Go for it. Yep.
I'll take 1 of your glory.
You enjoy. And for my last ploy, I'm going to play an upgrade. We're going to give the Lightning Whip to Rastus Amadus. Basically, it's a reaction to every time he successfully attacks, he gets +1 damage. So no more power cards getting played?
No more from me either. Oh boy.
You gonna run?
With all that, David, you've absolutely destroyed my plans, like, entirely. I've got some things I just need to do, but man. First activation, yeah, one thing I have to do is I have to announce, you know, I'll do a charge move with Crassus, so...
I think it's Karsus, but yeah.
Karsus, but can I? Oh, let me have a think. No, a super after charge, gotta happen. Let's give it a try. Charge move. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll bring me. In fact, we were there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So
that's fine. Yeah, yeah.
Get a bit more survival. Yeah, why not? Let's have a scratchy David's. Karsus Inspired. I will go with his Chained Axe.
Okay.
Just give me 3 dice.
Into Rastus.
Into Rastus. Needing swords or crits. Targets all adjacent enemies, but I wasn't going to go for both of you because that's suicide. That would be 0.
Nothing.
No.
So I'm going to attack with Rastus Inspired into Karsus. Now Rastus is going to attack with the linked weapons. And remember, I am Lightning Whip at the moment, so I get +1 damage if I successfully attack. So 3 dice looking for hammers and crits. We get a hammer.
Okay. A crit or a dodge will save me. No.
Nope. So with the additional damage, it's 3 damage caused, and I think that kills him.
Yep.
No power cards from either, as I believe, so
No.
into Ross's second activation.
Second activation. Get out of dodge.
Okay.
Yep.
Any power cards?
No power cards.
Cool, I'm going to consider it. So no power cards actually, so I'm just going to move Rastus, sorry. I think objective 3 was there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On to objective 3. So that is moved over. No power cards for me.
None for me either. For my third activation, I'm going to discard a card. I'm going to discard a Worthy Skull, because that's not going to happen. 4. Plan a standard. Score us the end phase if your leader is holding an objective in enemy territory. Nope.
Final activation for the Stormsires. I can't really do anything anymore, so I am going to just draw a power card. Let's see what we get. Great. Warding Blast. Well, Amos is dead, so nothing happens there. No power cards from me either.
So for my last activation, I'm going to discard Plan a Standard, because I can't do it. 4. It begins. Score us the end phase if at least one fighter from each warband is out of action. Yeah. I think I actually get that.
So into the end phase, glory to acclaim. I think Ross has just drawn a pot of gold and luck there.
Yep.
Con cares not.
Score this in the end phase if 5 or more fighters are out of action. I've got 4 out, you've got 1, so that'll give me 2 glory.
Yep.
And it begins. Score us in the end phase if at least one fighter from each warband is out of action, which we do have at least 1
Yep.
of each.
So I'll get Purify the Earth, basically secure an objective which you were holding at the start. You had Targor there, I now hold it, so that's
Yep.
for 2. And Blessed Banishment, score this at the end phase if your warband took the enemy leader in the preceding action phase, which they did. So let's count out the points. So the Nightvault escapade is over. That was a brutal contest. So I have a total of 9 glory. I did actually score 10, but Ross Daylight robbed one of them,
Absolutely.
and that put your pile up to
10.
So because of your daylight robbery,
Absolutely. Victories will go to Garrek.
they seized the day. Right guys, that was brutal. Again, you stole the victory.
Yeah, daylight robbery. Get that, take one off you, score one yourself. It's a good card.
Always comes back to haunt me now, that card. I think what I need to do is take it myself. Just so I have the option to steal it back, I guess.
Yeah, that would also
Or
work.
steal it first.
Ooh.
But yeah, that was a good game. Again, I think this towards the start, I think Stormsire looked like to be out of it.
It came down to 1 dice roll and 1 card for yourself. You were like, I have to. You couldn't activate anymore.
Couldn't do anything really.
So you're like, I'll just draw a power card. And you told me that card, you drew it, and then you were like, oh my words.
I drew it and I said, Ross,
Rebuke or
it was Rebound.
Rebounds.
So we draw, obviously we leave the room when we draw the card,
Yeah.
and when we drew the card, Ross came back in and I basically mentioned, I have 1 chance to stay in this game,
Yeah,
and it's a single dice roll.
yeah.
Lo and behold, you killed yourself, but it wasn't enough because daylight robbery.
Yeah, I would have scored 2 extra glory on that, 3 extra glory on that one because I would have killed and I would have scored. So, but you know, daylight robbery did sort of seal the deal as well.
The day. Yeah. That was a ton of fun though, guys. It was good to see a sort of comeback. Stormsires didn't have it in the end, but I liked Formation. That was fun.
You have a lot of ranged attacks. That was really
Yeah,
nice.
he's just like spell
Spell.
for days. So guys, thanks for watching. Check us out in the description down below for our Facebook page to check all the updates on the channel. Comment, like, share and subscribe. Check us in the link down below for Patreon if you wish to support the channel, help us bring more content to you guys. But more importantly guys, come back, see us in another Tabletop Assault Battle Reports.